Hi and welcome to the Wow Beauty Founders Talk. Today we are with the fabulous Tanya from Urban Veda, an Ayurvedic brand that we love, and we're really looking forward to sharing some insights about the brand with you. Tanya, tell us about Urban Veda. It's been around for about 5 years?
Yes, 5 years.
What was the inspiration behind it?
So Urban Veda started actually with our founding father about 35 years ago.
Wow, okay.
So he was an Ayurvedic healer,
Yes.
and he came over actually from Kenya in the 70s and was using his knowledge of Ayurvedic herbs to heal people internally. And so he was using herbs like Arjuna, turmeric, neem, gotu kola, ashwagandha to really help people with internal problems like liver problems, any kind of internal bacterial infections,
Okay.
heart problems, all sorts of things, and using these Ayurvedic herbs to help people.
Mm-hmm.
And then as his sons took over the business, they started to learn also about all of the incredible active ingredients in these herbs, how
Mm-hmm.
what they actually do, and how they work,
Mm-hmm.
and which parts of the body. And with that knowledge, they then decided to create a range of products with these ingredients that can be really useful and effective on the skin as well.
Fantastic.
And so that's where the name Urban Veda comes from. Is Ayurveda means Ayur means life, and
Mhm.
Veda means wisdom.
Okay.
So it's the wisdom of life.
Okay.
So Urban Veda is trying to bring that wisdom of the East, the wisdom of India, the wisdom of Ayurveda,
Mm-hmm.
into the kind of urban Western worlds that we live in today.
Yeah.
And Ayurveda is fascinating because it has been around for about 5,000 years.
Yes.
It's ancient. It's as old. It's one of the oldest standing medical systems in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Very similar to actually Chinese medicine.
Mm-hmm.
And they are now becoming popularized in many different ways, but it is this kind of idea of going back to basics, going back to the herbs, going back to the plants, and understanding how they can help our body internally and externally in various ways.
Tanya, you have an amazing array of ranges, and each is for a different purpose, as well as a different dosha.
Absolutely.
Right. But you can use them all, whatever, depending on your mood.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, I mix and match all of them, yeah.
Okay. So you're holding some turmeric there, which forms part of the Radiance range,
Yes.
which happens to be the body lotion that I'm wearing today.
Okay, very nice.
Tell us about the ingredients around this range and what it all means.
Sure. Okay, so the Radiance range is for a skin type of dry, dull, dehydrated, even pigmented skin.
Okay.
So this is for the Vata skin types,
Mm-hmm.
and if you look at the key ingredients, so the key ingredient is turmeric here.
Mm-hmm.
Turmeric actually has an active in there called turmerone. Now turmerone is clinically proven to help with any kind of anti-inflammatory,
Okay.
and also with any kind of dark circles or dark spots in the skin.
Right.
So it's really good with helping to kind of give a clearer skin complexion.
Mm-hmm.
Any kind of issues with like dark circles or dark pigmentation on the skin, it really helps with.
Mm-hmm.
It's really anti-inflammatory. And a really interesting fact about turmeric is that something that has been used in an Indian tradition for hundreds of years is called the haldi ceremony during a wedding ceremony.
Mm-hmm.
So haldi is the Hindi word for turmeric for us, and we have a haldi ceremony the day before a bride and groom get married. And what this entails is you get you make a mask of turmeric and yogurt,
Mm-hmm.
and you mix it all together. And all the family members come over and they kind of dip their hands in this turmeric mask, and they place it all over the body of the bride and the groom. And so what this is said to do is that when you wash it off, it's supposed to give you a wedding glow.
Oh, wow.
Because it has brightening elements to turmeric, it helps kind of give you that shine for your wedding day. So it's something that's been happening for hundreds of years, and now we're realizing what the actual benefits of the ingredient of turmeric are in skincare.
I like that.
Yeah. So as well as turmeric in the Radiance range, we have a lot of fruit enzymes. So we use pomegranate, papaya, goji berries. We have vitamin C, so which all really help with hydration.
The Radiance range smells really nice as well. What is the fragrance in there?
That's probably patchouli. So patchouli smells really lovely, and all the mix of those fruit enzymes actually. So we've got orange peel in there. We've got the papaya. So it's kind of these mixed blend of essential oils and fruit extracts that we've got in there that make it smell beautiful.
Okay, fantastic. And then next up, you've got the Reviving range.
Yes.
What's special about it?
Yeah. Okay. So our Reviving range is actually tridoshic, so it can be used across all dosha types, and is particularly well suited to anti-aging.
Okay.
So, I was talking earlier about the herbs that our founding father was using to help internally. So one particular herb he was using was Arjuna.
Okay.
So Arjuna he was using, you can get it in a powder form, and anyone who has any kind of heart problems, cholesterol problems, would take Arjuna to really help ease with that. As what it does internally is it helps kind of swell the arteries, to plumpens them, to kind of help blood flow essentially.
Wow.
And so what they then realised is the effects of Arjuna on the skin is that it's rejuvenating the skin cells.
Wow.
So it's an amazing kind of idea of what it does internally and how it kind of a very, very different aspect of helping externally. And so what we call this is kind of like the natural collagen boosting effect of helping to kind of reduce fine lines and wrinkles by helping to plumpen the skin. So we have that special Arjuna ingredient in this range, which really helps with that kind of anti-aging, kind of helping with elasticity on the skin.
Oh, fantastic. Can we try that tester that you have just there?
Absolutely. Oil? Yeah, so this oil is one of my favourite products. It's 100% natural. In here we've got rose hip, we've also got pomegranate in there. Really beautiful as kind of a nighttime repair oil.
I can smell the rose.
Yeah, really beautiful, really rejuvenating.
That smells really gorgeous.
Also really nice kind of under makeup, or just used in like added to a moisturiser, really beautiful.
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
And really subtle smell of rose as well.
Yeah, not overwhelming. Yeah, for sure. Lovely. And then we have the Soothing range.
Yes.
With one of my favourite ingredients here, sandalwood.
Absolutely. So, beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
So sandalwood has been used in Ayurveda for many, many years, as it's very good for healing, and it's also very good for mindsets. So if you've ever had an Ayurvedic Ayurvedic massage, they'll use hot sandalwood oil. Sandalwood has these aromas that really help to calm and soothe the mind, and that's why we've got it in this range, which is called the Soothing range. So it's designed for fiery pitters, and if you imagine a fiery pitter coming home after a long day, kind of fired up, bit of anger, a bit of frustration perhaps about how the day's gone. And so this Soothing range, which smells beautifully of sandalwood, lavender, ylang ylang, aloe vera, really helps to bring them back into balance.
So are you going to bring out like an oil version, a body oil for each of these ranges? Because that's the only thing I'm kind of clamoring for.
It's coming, yes. We're just deciding now on the packaging.
Oh, awesome.
We're going to go for a glass bottle. So we're just finalising all the details. So
thank you.
Come September time, I hope to have those ready for preparing you for winter skin.
Awesome. You heard it here first, people. And then lastly, you've got the Purifying range.
So the Purifying range is beautiful. It's got neem in it as the key ingredients. So neem comes from India, and it's a really incredible plant. Very, very amazing benefits to it. It's antibacterial, antiseptic, really good for anyone with kind of acne prone skin. neem actually in India is known as the village pharmacy. They use it in everything. They use it to sterilize equipment. They use it in toothpaste.
Yeah.
They use it to heal wounds. Tons and tons of uses that have been used for many years, and now we're realizing what the benefits of them are on the skin.
Mm-hmm.
And what they help to do is they help to reduce excess sebum on the skin, whilst also nourish the skin and hydrate the skin. So a lot of people who have acne-prone skin and who use steroids and things like that, non-natural, will find that they, acne clears, but the skin is very, very dry, very flaky.
Okay.
I have an amazing case study of a girl that I met at an exhibition who had fully acne-prone skin and was really suffering for a long time. Had been given many different kind of steroid creams for a long time. So I said, okay, take our Purifying range, come back to us next year and let me know how it went. Honestly, she came back the next year and her whole skin had cleared up.
Oh wow!
It was incredible. I've never seen anything like that. Skin changing, life changing for someone. And I really think it's because she was using a natural product. She was using neem, and we've also got ingredients like tea tree, witch hazel, eucalyptus, mint, all these really great herbs that help to kind of decongest the skin, that really work. So that was really fascinating. And the scrub is really invigorating. If you smell, kind of cools the skin. It's amazing. Lovely. It's got a really amazing tingle effect to it. So for me, it's a really lovely product to use in summertime to kind of wake you up and refresh you in the morning.
Okay, so I don't know, what is your favourite product? I mean, you've got a lot of choice here. What is your favourite?
My favourite product at the moment, is the soothing toner, hydrating toner. So it's got aloe vera in there, it's got ylang ylang in there. Particularly like it in the mornings because I dab a little bit onto a cotton pad and dab it around the eyes. It really helps with kind of puffiness in the morning as well. But I also find that, through the night we sweat a lot. During the day we're around a very, very polluted environment.
Yes.
And after cleansing the face with one of our washes or using an exfoliator maybe, using the toner really helps to get through into those kind of hard to get areas where dirt can kind of plug up on the skin. And so it really helps to clear out my skin, and especially then using either an oil or a moisturiser afterwards. It really makes sure that my skin is completely cleansed and refreshed before putting that layer of hydration on the skin.
Okay, so your exfoliators, you have one for every range. Tell me about this one.
So our exfoliators are amazing.
If you do say so yourself.
I honestly, if I do say so myself, but I think that for me they're one of our best kind of hero products across all ranges.
Oh wow, okay.
So they're cream based, which means they're really hydrating, nourishing at the same time. And we use walnut shell powder, a very non-abrasive amount of walnut shell powder.
Okay.
Which means that it exfoliates really smoothly. So I'll show you with a bit of the soothing exfoliator.
Yeah.
So obviously, I'm just going to place a little bit on your hands. You use this with water, but just to show
super gentle.
Super gentle, really fine. So it really helps to get through to all those small areas on the skin where you really want to exfoliate and you really want to unclog. And because it is cream based, you're still nourishing the skin. So some people actually use this as a mask.
Okay.
Put it on the skin, leave it for about 5-10 minutes, and then wash it off. So it's kind of a mask exfoliator in one. So if I just buff that away now,
I'm sure you've made my hand glow.
have a feel of your skin.
That's really nice. Guys, this hasn't scratched my skin at all, and Tanya has a very firm massage technique, and actually this feels beautiful.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you notice, it's kind of extra glowy.
Really smooth on the skin.
Really smooth on the skin. So that kind of busts the myth about, would you use walnut scrub powder? Because there's been a lot of stuff going on recently where they're saying that, ground walnut in exfoliators rips the skin, but I don't see how this really could.
Really, really non-abrasive. Really small particles of it. Really smooth on the skin. And good for the environment.
Oh, I smell like sandalwood now. Fantastic. Awesome, love it. So, Tanya, recently, I'm sure I saw something fleet across my screen about Urban Veda and Holland and Barrett. And I was like, wow, is it true?
It is true. It's been many. Thank you very much. It's been many months in the making. It is a huge, huge success for the brand. Yeah. So we've launched all of our products into 220 stores around the UK.
That's impressive.
And it's a great place for us. You know, it's got a great amount of new natural skincare brands in there as well. So really, really happy to be in there.
Awesome. So lastly, Tanya, what would you say to somebody who's not familiar with your range, but they want to they want to get into like Ayurvedic medicine, skincare? Where would they start with Urban Veda?
So I would say if you have the time, you can head to our website and you can go there and do your own dosha tests, which will help you to identify what dosha type you are, what that means about your skin and stress and health and well-being, and then also what range is best suited to you. Okay,
that's great. Do you guys do you send samples out to people if they want to try stuff?
Yeah, absolutely. So if you are interested in sampling any of our products, do get in touch and we can, do your dosha test, find out what skin type you are, and we can send you some samples that are best for you.
Fantastic. Tanya, thank you so much for today. Thank you for inviting us into your fabulous space. And we look forward to future developments.
Absolutely. Watch the space.
Awesome.